What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Pathless gameplay that we saw yesterday at State of Play. So, I thought the beginning half of State of Play was actually really, really solid, right? We talked about that on Podcast Now yesterday, last night. There were definitely some weaknesses. There was definitely not a lot of great stuff, especially once we got past, I'd say, 15, 20 minutes. And really, at the end of this game, the Pathless, is really when it started going downhill. So, firstly, this is not a game for everybody. I completely understand that, but as days go on, as the weeks go on, as these channels continue to grow, I really am loving these kind of games. I mean, games like Windbound, which hopefully I'll be able to provide tons of content to you guys, which I've made a video on this channel and on Podcast Now, right? Everwild for Xbox Series X. I mean, that game looks absolutely incredible. Kenna Bridge of Spirits, I talked that game up very, very highly, right, on both these channels. So these are just kind of games that I really, really like. And the Pathless, I'll be honest, I completely forgot about it. It was actually revealed a year ago. Okay, there was a reveal trailer out there, so I did forget that this game existed. I'll be quite honest there. But this gameplay, let me tell you, based off the title, you guys already know, I am sold. I was sold probably within the first 5 to 10 seconds of this game. And I've said this before, that kind of art style, this game definitely is Journey-like, okay? There's been games that maybe look a little bit more like Rhyme, stuff like that. This game 1000% reminds me of Journey, maybe not with like the whole kind of spiritual and like learning about like humanity or like learning about yourself or, whatever message you kind of took away from Journey. Maybe won't have that kind of powerful impact by the end of it, but definitely by its looks, it definitely reminds me of Journey. I mean, this game looks very fast-paced, looks very fun. I like these games where you're in this world and it's like, go on, go, like, do it. I'm not the biggest fan of the puzzle, and I actually, there's somebody in the Discord that actually said the same thing, and where I come from that is basically this. I don't hate puzzle games. In fact, do you know the game The Witness, right? I actually think that's a phenomenal game. I'm not good at it. I barely played the game. I played it for a couple hours, but I absolutely love it. I love those kind of games, but it's just not, I don't know, it's not the easiest game to get in, and mainly it's because sometimes I just get stuck, or sometimes maybe I feel like I should be able to do a puzzle and then I can't, or maybe I'm supposed to do it later on in the game, something like that. That's really my only gripe with those kind of games. But I mean, these puzzles look fun, they look unique, they look entertaining, like any word, any word you want to use, they look really good. And besides that, again, visually, sold, done. You don't have to show me anything else. I'm completely sold. It's a PS5 game, right, coming out on PS5 this holiday, which to me says launch. So, I mean, look, to come out with a PS5 with a game like this, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, and then you have your other AAA games, because this is, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. This isn't a AAA game. Kenna Bridge of Spirits is not a AAA game. Windbound is not a AAA game. But these are games that I think really can pad a launch of your system. I think this is an example of a game that can absolutely do that. So, and again, every aspect of this game I love. I love the fast-paced gameplay. I love the gameplay in general. That boss fight, I mean, come on. It's not even fair how good that ending kind of boss fight was, of like going through its like fire tracks or whatever the heck that was. I mean, the lighting, everything. My God, like just thinking about it. And then, by the way, maybe I should do this sometimes when I talk about games like this that I'm this into. When I'm recording, I don't look at the gameplay. Like, I'm not seeing the gameplay that you guys are seeing right now. I'm just talking about it, staring at the audio waves, right, in Audacity. So, like, I'm just trying to picture it in my head. That's just something, just a cool little behind-the-scenes fact for you. But maybe I should watch it because, again, I absolutely adore it. The fact of the bird and the fact, my God, I completely forgot about that, right? That it's basically your guide. There's all these different things. You can fly in this game. Holy cow. And besides that, one of the last things, or maybe the last thing I want to focus on, is the music. The music, they were talking a little bit about the game during the presentation, but there were a lot of times when they let the game just play and we got to see these presentations, and we did get to hear, we saw a lot of things, but we got to hear some incredible music. Now, I'm not, a soundtrack to me, I love music, okay, just in general. I'm pretty one-dimensional, especially in kind of like the music I just listen to on a day-by-day. Like, I only listen to a couple different bands, maybe like one style kind of music, okay? I'm not very diverse. I'm not nearly as diverse musically as I am with video games, right? I should try and expand my horizons like I do with video games. But video game soundtracks, I'm more into, okay? I definitely appreciate techno. They're definitely, and I understand I just randomly threw out one of them, but depending on the game, right? Different games have different kinds of music, have different genres of music, and I'm completely up for absolutely any of them when it comes to games. Whatever kind of fits the style and the heart of the game, you know what I mean? And this music, I really feel like 1000% fits what the game is. So music isn't like a make or break thing for me. Like that's definitely like, you know, gameplay can make or break a game. I think story and characters and even like the visual kind of quality of a game can make or break it. But in terms of the actual music, not a make or break thing, but just an extra layer of like, my God, like it's got, for me, this has everything for a game like this. Now again, this is not a AAA game. This is not a $60 game, although, let me tell you, I think I would pay $60 for this. But this isn't that quality of game. But what I'm expecting from this game, again, is to do stuff differently. And the visuals, they are different. The gameplay is very different. The audio, the art, all this stuff is not what you would expect. It's taking its own twist on things. And again, you know, I love AAA games. I love big games. I love fighting games. I love sports games. I mean, I love JRPGs. I love RPGs. I love, you know, side-scrolling. I mean, keep going on the list. I think, again, I keep saying this, and it's not to gloat, but it is kind of just to let people, even if it's the first time you've ever seen these channels, I mean, I give a ton of games a chance. I definitely am into a huge variety of different games, and this is a game that just absolutely speaks to me in every single way. So I cannot wait for this game. Honestly, this was not on my radar at all. This is really kind of like the Kenna Bridges spirits of like this show. I feel like with every one of these shows, even Xbox Game Showcase, I mean, this is not just a PlayStation thing. Again, Everwild looks at, and they've always had Ori, you know, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Ori and everything else. Those games are so amazingly good. Just in visuals alone, they're so good in their art style. So again, it's not just like it's just this one, but this is one of those standout things. The Pathless is the standout for this show, just like Kenna Bridges Spirits was kind of the surprise thing at the PS5 reveal, just like Everwild I think was far and away the best thing at Xbox Game Showcase. All of them, all of these things, I feel like these are the really cool surprises that I love to see at these shows, and I love to see that these consoles have them. It really is an amazing thing. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Did you like the Pathless? Do you think it was one of the standouts of the show? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And I do a brand new video on this channel every single day. And so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.